a client that came in, and she was very somber. We did the pregnancy test. She found out she was pregnant. It was positive. The father of the baby was with her, but he was just non-existent. I mean, he was into his phone forever, which really kind of ticked me off, but I didn't say anything to him. They left. I knew that she was considering aborting the baby. So anyway, they came back the next week for a sonogram. And again, he sat on the sofa in the sonogram room, just fixated to his phone. We were there. The sonographer was doing the sonogram, and she was very quiet. And I went and stood next to her because he wasn't even standing next to her on the sonogram table. And the sonographer said, "You know what? I think I need to do a transvaginal on you because I'm seeing something, and I want to make sure I know what I'm seeing." And so she did, and found out that she was carrying twins. And I thought, oh, how wonderful. And he says, "We can flush them both down the toilet." I really could have knocked him out, but I didn't do that, okay? She was just there and not even saying anything, and so they left, and I couldn't believe it. And I thought, twins. So I said, okay, I sent out an alert, an SOS to people who would pray for her and the babies. And so then I decided I would send her a text, and I named Joshua. I just named the babies. I didn't know if they were male or female, but I just said, okay, your babies are Joshua and Esther. And I named them that because of how God used them. And your babies are going to do great things. And so I told her where she could find the story of Joshua and Esther in the Bible. And I just said, I want you to know we're praying for you, and so on and so forth. So probably a couple weeks later, they came back for another sonogram. And when they came back, there was a totally different attitude. He was jovial and kind and engaging, and I thought, what is going on here, And she was all smiles, and so they did the sonogram, and again, both of them were happy. And I said to him privately, I said, what happened? He said, it was her. It wasn't me, it was her. And I thought, what? So he was saying that she was the one that didn't want the babies or whatever. But anyway, and she told me, she says, I read the story about Esther and Joshua, And so we were going on to talk to them and counsel with them. And an Advice and Aid, another pregnancy clinic out south, needed a mom who was carrying twins. So we asked them if they would go to Advice and Aid, and they just wanted to take pictures of the baby and so on and so forth. And they did, and they were just happy, and it was just a blessing to see how God changed her heart for sure. And then she was able to read the Bible too to find out a little bit more about how God uses people. But she called probably a couple weeks later. She says, I'm at the hospital, and I want you to know that I'm miscarrying. And so that was hard. It was hard for her, but we're so thankful that she can always know I didn't take the lives of my babies. I chose life for them. God chose something different, but he allowed her. Something happened in that time. None of that goes to waste. God is going to use that for his glory for sure, and for their good too.